drinks or one?
So Richard didn't get up this morning? All right. Put your Medicare hat on. Today is the opening of your Medicare Part D enrollment process. It starts October 15th. It goes through December 7th. And I encourage everybody to look at the program that currently is in place for Part D, if you have Part D, and I'm sure most of us here have Part D because it kind of ties in with the Medigap insurance policies for Medicare as a supplement. But you've got to look at your medications for 2016 because things change every year. I've talked to people who didn't do that last year and they got shocked when they found out that the medication they were taking in 2014 was costing them a hell of a lot more money in 2015 because they never went back and checked the formulary list as far as how they classified Tier 1, Tier 2 medication. So I encourage you to look at that. And one of the best ways to do it is to go to Medicare.gov, which is they have an excellent website there for Part D. It's a little bit, the first time you go to it, it's a little bit complicated, but you can work your way through it. And it will give you all the answers, tell you how much money it's going to cost you from a deductible copay part of it. It's available to you, but I want to stress to you that you got this time, this open window now from today, which is the 15th, to December 7th. So just want to make sure you're aware of that. Okay? If you got any other questions, I'd be more to address them. I try to follow this thing as close as I can. One other comment, people who have the Medigap Legacy program, I've been trying to follow that very carefully because in 2016 there were some changes going to be made starting July 1st. There was an agreement made back in 2011 about the Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance program. If you've got it with Aetna or somebody else, that's different. And it looks like no information has come out about that, but I'll try to find more information and maybe next month I'll have more detail on it. So, thank you. Thanks.
There is certainly a lot of excitement in this room tonight.
I did not watch them, and I don't care to yet. It's still too early.
Yeah, the Democratic debate was better than the Republicans. I think Chafee and who was the other one on both sides should have stayed home because they had really nothing to add. O'Malley seemed to be a little bit more on the ball. Of course, Bernie Sanders made the thing a little lively.
Do I consider myself part of the casino capitalist process by which so few have so much and so many have so little, by which Wall Street's greed and recklessness wreck this economy? No, I don't. I believe in a society where all people do well, not just a handful of billionaires.
But I think Hillary held her own pretty well.
But for me, this is about bringing our country together again. And I will do everything I can to heal the divides economically, because there's too much inequality, the racial divides, the continuing discrimination against the LGBT community, so that we will work together. And yes, finally, fathers will be able to say to their daughters, you too can grow up to be president.
One of the dumbest statements I ever heard in my whole life is that somebody wants to sue the bullet manufacturers for the manufacture of bullets. Why aren't we going to sue the knife manufacturers or the clock manufacturers if a grandfather clock falls on you, or the automobile factories because they make cars that kill people?
I haven't watched it.
You didn't watch Hillary?
No.
I am kind of the big D, not the big R, and I thought the debate the other night was wonderful. I mean, they actually didn't attack each other very much. They talked about what they were going to do. Hillary was very poised and polished.
I felt the same way that Leonard felt. I thought the Democratic debate was a vast improvement over the Republican harangue. And I thought Hillary did a great job. I thought Bernie Sanders was really a character.
But tonight, I want to talk not about my emails, but about what the American people want from the next president
Senator
of the United
Sanders,
States.
Let me say this. Let me say something that may not be great politics, but I think the secretary is right. And that is that the American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too.
You know? the middle class, Anderson. Enough of the emails. Let's talk about the real issues facing America.
I thought that was one of the high points of the debate.
Democratic debate. Well, I thought in general they did a good job answering the questions. I didn't see any goofballs.
He was already in the real estate business.
There were a few goofballs on the Republican side.
Louis was telling me, he says
I didn't see any clear winner either. They're saying Hillary Clinton won, but it looked like they all did a better job than I would have done answering those questions. I'll tell you that.
Nah, I don't know about the debates. It wasn't too much said there really that meant anything, but we'll see what happens here. They're going to have some more debates, so we'll see.
What debate? I didn't watch the Democratic debate. They were all lying anyways.
I don't think it was much of a debate. I think it was much more of the other four guys kissing up to Hillary. So it was pretty sad.
Good morning, everyone. I just watched a little bit of it. I thought most of them were trying to position themselves to be Hillary's running mate. There wasn't a lot of tough questions, but you at least got to see all the personalities, and that's good for the country.
I don't like any of them on the Democratic Party, period.
You know, you see that debate, it was like WWF. They act like they fight each other, but they'll go out to lunch together, you know?
You were younger one time. Missed you last month. You're here.
You mean about the puppet show? I watched a little bit of it, but it's more, they're trying to entertain, I guess. To me, it has no substance and it doesn't mean anything. It's too early, and it's a waste of my time to even watch it.
Good morning. About the debates, the only thing that would be any good when Republicans and Democrats would debate against each other. Then I'll turn it to you. Thank you.
I'll talk to you about it after they've had a few debates and got some of the deadwood aside, but right now I'm not interested.
I didn't see much of it. I was watching it and I unfortunately fell asleep. So,
You know, I didn't see a word of it, hear a word of it, you know?
I didn't watch the debate, but I think Hillary's a good woman. You can ask Bill about that.
No, I didn't watch it either. I really don't care. It doesn't matter much.
It looks like Hillary's going to be the candidate. I didn't hear anything new. They're going to tax the rich.
This morning we're here for our October GMR retiree breakfast. It's a beautiful day, and we have about 25 retirees here, and we had a good time and a great breakfast. Thank you. Where were you?
Dominican Republic, Punta Cana.
All right.
Too need to go. Couldn't wait to leave the ocean in the tropical paradise to come back.
Good morning. Thanks for coming again.